Howdy everybody, this is Harvey Media, well actually Billy Martell, and I was just inspired just a few moments ago to talk about one of my favorite books that I own, and it just reminded myself of how important this book has been to my life, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So let me turn this camera around real quick. This is Marvel, 5 Fabulous Decades of the World's Greatest Comics by Les Daniels, introduction by Stan Lee, 700 color illustrations, oh, the focus is all out of whack, fantastic superhero profiles, behind-the-scenes adventures. This book, when I was a kid, we would go to the Scarborough Public Library an awful lot. And I always loved going into the stacks in the very back of the place, the stuff that was meant for like adults or students doing serious research, because you could find so much weirder stuff than you could ever find in the kids section or the young adult section where I was usually placed. And this book was great. It covers the entire history of Marvel Comics up until the point where it was made, which is around the 90s. Get to see all these great stuff, like all these panels and stuff like that, and this great stuff about Jack Kirby, character profiles talking about the different heroes and what they meant to Marvel history, talk about all the different versions of Captain Marvel, not Brand X, kind of a parody magazine that Marvel had for a while. Just a lot of really cool stuff, and when I was a kid, this really opened my eyes to the world of comic books, how comics were made behind the scenes. I think I've mentioned in other videos how I didn't have a lot of comics to read at the time, so this book was really important to me, and I took it out of the library an awful lot. And as you can see, this book is in terrible shape. He's got all this stuff in here. I don't even know what that is. Pages are falling out. It's just really rough shape because it's a very old book. And it was a very old book even back then. Talking about Frank Miller and Elektra, talking about Wolverine. It was a really old book even back then. And so old, in fact, that the library was actually going to get rid of it. But I was so obsessed with this book, and I love this book so much. Look, even in the back, they actually included some comic books, like some Golden Age, some original Marvel Age, something. They had included this one book just to show you how bug nuts all of Jack Kirby's stuff is. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And of course, at the end, you have a Wolverine book, which was kind of my introduction to graphic violence. But yeah, so the library was going to throw this book out because it was so decrepit. They thought, you know, this is it for this book. Like, look at that. That's horrible. But they knew that I loved it so much, and that this book meant a lot to me. And the librarians were so sweet, they gave it to me. They actually gave it to me. And my mom, somewhere in here, this is what inspired me to actually make this video, just struck me, this act of kindness, to Billy Martell from Kristen, Scarborough Children's Librarian. Searched through the discard book boxes when she found this was going and gave it to you, summer 2001. That is one of the sweetest things ever, and it makes me so happy. And it doesn't matter, I'm never going to replace this book. It doesn't matter if I could get a better copy of this, or more up-to-date information, or less one-sided, because this, you know, it only talks about the good things, really. It doesn't cover any of the controversies or anything like that, but, like, this book means so much to me, not only because of the memories, not only because of the still fairly accurate information, but because of the amazing gift it was at the time. It means so much to me, and it's such a foundation to my entire basis as a nerd, and I just wanted to share that with you today. New Harvey Media Reviews episodes coming soon, so I'll see you then. In the meantime, see y'all later. Bye-bye.